everyone, welcome back to another W.A.C. Age of Sigmar battle report. My name's Ashlee and I have with me today Kevin. Kevin, how long have you been in W.A.C. with us?
About 8 months now.
8 months. It feels much longer than that,
yeah.
But we're excited to have him. He's been a great addition to the team. What are you playing today?
I'm playing the Grunta Stampede, the army renown. So it's
awesome. I kind of suspect they might actually be better than
Ironjaws? Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, we'll find out today. And I'm going to be playing against him with Sylvaneth. So it's going to be like monster on monster battle here.
Yeah, should be fun.
But before we get to the videos, I just want to remind y'all to stick with us till the end, where we will discuss what we thought about our armies, any changes we might like to make in the future, as well as remind y'all to make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. All right, now let's take a look at the armies.
Alright, for my army, I'm bringing the Grunta Stampede for Ironjaws. And I've got two regiments, the generals and a first regiment. And in my general's regiment, I have a Tusk Boss. He is going to have an artifact called the Daboom Skull. When I declare a command for a friendly Grunta Stampede wholly within 18 of this unit, I pick an enemy unit in combat with that friendly unit to be the target and roll a d3 on a 2-up. It does mortal damage. And then he's in a group with Gore Gruntas, reinforced, and a Hacken crew, a Maw Grunta with Hacken crew. In my first regiment, I also have another Tusk Boss, and he has the Trophy Hunter, which gives his Pig Hacker Anti-Monster Ren 1 and Anti-War Machine Ren 1. And then he also has a Hacking crew, as well as a single regiment of Gore Gruntas, and then also a Maw Grunta Gouger as well. So,
how many points are you?
I am 1930 points, and I do not have any lores to speak of because no wizards or priests.
For Sylvaneth, I am running the Outcasts battle formation, so that means that enemy units will have minus, well, I gotta double check this, but I think it's -3 to their control score if they're in combat with me, but I will double check that before we start playing. For my general's regiment, I have Alariel the Everqueen as my general. She must be the general as she's a war master. With her, she brings a reinforced unit of Kurnoth hunters with Kurnoth great bows. Then in my next regiment, I have Belthanos, and Belthanos is bringing with him a unit of Gossamed archers and a unit of tree revs. And then finally in my third regiment, I have the Spirit of Durthu. Durthu has the War Singer heroic trait, which will give a friendly unit wholly within 12 of him +2 movement in my movement phase, as well as the Seed of Rebirth, which will allow him to, if he were to die, I can roll a die on a 3-up. He does not die. Whatever wounds were left to be allocated will not be allocated to him, and he'll heal 1. I come out at 1970 points, and I am a 3-drop. Oh, before I forget, I also have, for my manifestation lore, I took the Aetherworks one that has cogs, silver swords, and pendulum. For the battle plan today, we will be playing Border War. The scoring is score 1 victory point if you control the objective wholly within friendly territory. Score 2 victory points for each objective on the border of friendly territory that you control. Score 5 victory points if you control the objective wholly within the enemy territory. And then, of course, score victory points if you complete the battle tactic you chose to attempt this turn. The twist is victory points scored by each player for controlling objectives are capped at a maximum of 6 per turn. Add 1 to the hit rolls for units in the underdog's army if they charge this turn and are contesting the objective wholly within their enemy territory. As far as terrain placement, we went with the suggested one for this battle plan. The big things to note are these areas on both sides are obscuring terrain, those monoliths, and then the places of power is this piece here and the piece over there. As far as deployment, we went ahead and deployed. The Stampede finished deploying first as they are a 2-drop. looks like, Kevin, you went with just kind of spread everything out. You are poised to take the flanks if you need to, and you can also take the center, either one. Me, for Sylvaneth, I went ahead and just dropped in a typical Sylvaneth castle, and I'll probably be staying in that for the most part. All right, Kevin, I think you had deployment abilities.
I do. I have a couple. And I also forgot to mention my Ironjaws. I lose the Ironjaws abilities, and I gain a Grunta Stampede thing. A trait. I get plus to whatever battle round it is in movement to all the units in this. And then after that, my deployment abilities are Wall of Hogfish, which I put on my general here. If he's wholly within 6 of another Grunta Stampede unit, it's -1 to hit rolls for shooting attacks. And then I also have a pre-game move, which I've foregone, to keep them out of range of shooting attacks. So.
And I believe you are giving me the turn.
I am correct. I am giving you the turn.
Okay, so with that, we will go ahead and go into the top of round 1, Sylvaneth. First things first, I'm not next to a place of power. I could use Belthanos' once per game turn this terrain piece into a place of power, which I have thought about, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'd rather try to save it to turn one of these middle pieces into a place of power. And that would happen at the start of the turn.
Yep.
So instead, we'll just go ahead and go straight to battle tactic. I believe I'm going to have to do seize the center because I'm not really in position to take flanks, and then I would be in. I think he would be very happy if I did take the flanks.
Yeah, I would.
So he'd be able to just
keep you out of
spread out. Yeah.
Keep you away from each other.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and do seize the center. And then we're going to jump straight into... Oh, before we do that, almost forgot, our Honor Guard. I'm going to choose... So it's my Bonos, my Bokurnos here that are in the General's Regiment. I'm going to give them the Bodyguard one. So as long as they are in the combat range of Alariel, if Alariel's in combat, whatever is in combat with her will have -1 to their attacks.
Okay. For me, I'm going to give Ren to the Gore Gruntas for monsters.
Okay.
So I can hit that, or get through a little bit better, as that's their main issue right now, is getting through things. So.
And my 3 big hitters are monsters, so seems good. Okay, let's cast some spells. I think I'm going to start with Alariel has 3 casts. Oh, I am supposed to state what I want to use as her life bloom. I can choose to either add 1 to casting rolls for this unit for the rest of the turn, or I can heal, and I don't need heal, so we'll add 1 to her casting roll.
Cool.
She is a power level 3 wizard, so she gets 3 casts. We're going to start with a tree, which is now, Tree Song is now the spell. That used to be the Rend one, but now it creates trees. I rolled the wrong dice. I'm using my Zeech dice, but they liked me, so we'll stick with it. 4, 5, 6, 7. And I believe this spell goes off on a 6. I will verify real quick. Yes, Tree Song does go off on a 6. It has to come down wholly within 18 inches of the caster and 3 inches outside of the other stuff. So let me see where I want to put that. I think I'm just going to go with 1 tree. I think I want to put it here.
Center.
Yeah, because I'm going to the center, and I need a tree in the center if I'm going to the center to get some benefits from that.
How do those work for your bases? Do they allow you to stand on them?
You can stand on the pieces that jut out. You just can't stand on the tree itself, like this center tree piece. But the little pieces, you can.
Okay.
All right. So I think I got to keep Alariel's big base in mind, which can always be a bit awkward. But right there should be good.
Actually, you want to remind everyone what that center thing is?
Yeah, the purple, just so y'all know, this little purple piece here is not an objective. That is a marker that shows us what within 3 inches of the center looks like. This little dot is exactly the center, and then this is approximately 3 inches out all the way around. So just an easy little marker. I suggest you use something like that in your games. It makes it a lot easier, saves time and less chance to accidentally mess that up if you're choosing Seize the Center as your battle tactic.
I stole from Ironjaws.
Yeah, was that an Ironjaws?
It was within 6 less.
That's right. I remember, I think Big Wog doing that at some point, but before they had to pick between cold boys and stuff. Okay, so I think that's where I want my tree. For their next cast, let's get rid of the Tzeentch dice and use actual proper dice. Sorry, Tzeentch dice. This is Sylvaneth. We're going to go with, we'll try to cast the new Rend spell. It's no longer Tree Song now. It's Wrathful Spirits, I believe. Yes, so this one, I pick a Awakened Wildwood, wholly within 18 inches. Obviously, that one's wholly within 18 inches. This one here in the center is what I'm going to pick. Until the start of my next turn, I get to add 1 to ring characteristics of melee weapons used by friendly Sylvaneth units while they are wholly within 6 inches of that. So 4, 5, 6. It goes off on a 6.
Nice.
Good thing I got that +1.
Yeah.
All right, and then lastly, I'm gonna try to cast Cogs. I don't actually recall what the casting cost of this is, so we're just gonna roll.
I think it goes off on a 6, if I remember.
Well, I got a 6, so we'll need to verify that real quick. All right, so it looks like it does go off on a 6, and I got 6 exactly. It needs to come down. Well, I technically need to put it down within 3 inches of Alariel. That way she can then activate it. So I'm going to put it right here. I think that's a safe spot. Basic, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose to decrease the time flow. So until the start of my next turn, subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks of target friendly wizards while they're wholly within 12 inches of this manifestation. So it's strictly for Alariel to help her stay alive. And I think that should be a good spot for her. It should easily cover her right there. All right. And that is my 3 casts. I don't believe I have anything else to do. Do you have anything to do in the hero phase?
I do not.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and go into movement. We'll do that off camera, and then we'll jump back in after we have moved. All right. So I have advanced my castle forward to take the center. I have both Alariel and Darthu squeezing on here, and they are also both barely squeezing into the wholly within 6 inches required for this tree. Super hard to do now with Sylvaneth. Belthanos ran and just tagged this objective over here, also wholly within 6 inches of the tree. The Kurnoths moved up. They are within 3 inches of Alariel, so they'll be giving the bodyguard to her. If something comes crashing into them, or into Alariel, they'll get -1 to attack profile. They are also wholly within 6 inches of this tree back here. The Gossamids moved to the right side of the bows to protect them in case he tries to swoop in this way. Again, wholly within 6 inches. The tree revs have decided just to stay put for right here for now until maybe later down the road an opening pops up for them to jump in there and grab some terrain or something. Any redeploy? Oh, I did auto run Darthu, so I'm at 3 command points for his movement. Anything for you?
Yeah, I'll use a command point, and I will redeploy my second tusk boss,
Okay.
so that I can get the momentum up. So he just redeploys for 1.
Oh, he gets momentum when he redeploys?
Yeah, because it's a run action.
Oh.
He gains 2 momentum from that, and all the momentum. How momentum works is on a run you gain 2 momentum, and on a charge you gain 1. There's a couple other things that give you momentum, but those will come up later in the match.
All right.
And then basically, when you get to 3, it adds extra damage to one of his big attacks from the actual pig. So
Interesting. Cool. All right. I believe that is it for the movement phase. Then we'll go into shooting. I do not believe Alariel is in range. 12 inches, no. Bows aren't in range with their 18-inch shots. So no shooting. No charges on my end. Will you be countercharging?
No, I don't think I'll be countercharging for more than 12, so I think I'm good on that one.
All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and go straight into scoring me up. I'll get 1 point for controlling my objective. 2 points for controlling one of the flank objectives, one of the objectives partially within my territory. And then my battle tactic for 4, so I believe that's 7 points. And then we will go into the bottom of round 1, into the, what's it called? Grunta Stampede's turn.
Yes, correct. Ready when you are.
You're live.
Alright, for my battle tactic, I'm going to choose take the flanks. I have to have at least one friendly unit within 6 inches of the short edge of the battlefield. So we'll go into my hero phase. I don't have much for the hero phase. I'm not near any places of power to use those, and I literally have nothing else to do, so I'm going to hand it over to Ashlee to see if she wants to do any spells.
I'm debating. I don't know if I really have a good option. I could try to place another tree, which might be worth it.
Yeah.
I can only have a max of 3 though, which
really?
is weird.
So you can only have a max of extra 3, or is that currently you have 3 out now, or is it?
I don't know. It says, oh yeah, so if it's max of 3. If there are fewer than 3 friendly awakened wildwoods on the battlefield, you can step an awakened
So
wildwood.
currently you can't add.
I can only add 1 more. So
You
I
add
don't.
1 more? Okay, because are those counting as 1 right there?
This is 1,
Okay.
and this is 1.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. The more pieces they have to it, up to a max of 3, you just add 2 to the health. So this
Okay.
would be
Interesting.
10 health to kill these, 8 health to kill this one.
Okay.
And so I don't know if it's really worth it right now to put out a tree. Dwellers below, you don't have anybody in range for that. I already have Wrathful Spirits up, so Alariel has a spell. Her range is on her spell within 12 inches, not in range. So no, I will not be using a command point to cast a spell.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, I guess we'll go into movement phase then. Alright, I did all my movements. I ran majority of them to get the momentum up, because you gain 2 from it. I moved over here to try to take this point and hopefully charge here. And, yeah, I did my side, so I should give my battle tactic.
And I believe you auto-ran those over there.
Correct, I auto-ran them, so I used the CP.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, if you're done through movement, I believe I'm going to try to redeploy Belthanos here.
Sounds good.
So I'll drop down to 2 command points. Oh, move your dice there.
My apologies.
We're good. 4/4.
Nice, not too bad.
Not too bad. Definitely better than the 1 or the 2 I feel like I
Usually do.
usually do. Yeah, so we'll just move Belthanos here. Alright. Okay. That's all for me.
Okay.
You don't have shooting,
I do not have shooting.
but I could shoot, maybe.
You can. You should be able to shoot with.
I can definitely shoot with a Lariel, but it's just 1 shot. Oops, sorry. I could get in. I'm trying to see how many. I don't think there's really much reason to shoot the Kurnoth bows because there's, I think, only about 2 of them are in range.
Yeah.
Our Lariel only has 1 shot, and I believe it does 4 damage.
Yes, it does.
Um,
I think it's -2/4 damage.
Yeah, which I don't know if that's worth the command points. I'm going to be all out defensing if you get into me. What is the last command point going to be spent for? I'm not going to be countercharging most likely. Because I would need a big countercharge. So yeah, I mean, I think I might as well. Because I don't think this is the bottom and I don't think I'm going to be spending those points on anything else. Spirit of Dirthy, what is your shooting? 5 attacks, 1 rend. Ooh, but then I'd be hitting on 5s. That sounds bad. Alright. Oh no, this all kind of sounds bad.
Shoot.
Nah, we're not going to shoot.
Okay. Sounds good. I guess we'll move into the charge phase then.
Okay. Go ahead, charge.
Alright. I will attempt to charge. Who do I want to charge with? Let me double check this. So he's got about a 9-inch, probably 10, yeah, 10-inch. And he's got about a 7-inch. Question is,
9-inch on.
if it's worth it to do it or just to take it from you.
I don't know. 2. So yeah, 7 and 9 is what
Yeah.
you're looking at.
He's on a 3-up save, correct?
Yes, 3-up save. 14 wounds, 3-up save. But I am wholly within this tree, so I would get +1 rend currently. And you got to be real careful about getting within 3 inches of Alariel there, because she'll give you -1 to your attack profile.
Yeah. The redeploy really kind of screwed up everything for that. I believe I will not attempt to charge, and I will just
Okay.
hold the point, and then hopefully get the double. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, so point-wise, I think you're going to time me there.
Yes.
1 for yours, 2 for the partially within territory 1, and then 4 for your battle tactics, so there'll be no underdog. And let's go ahead and go into a priority roll-off. I've got a 5.
I gotta re-roll that. Nope, I got a 4.
Alright, I roll it.
Your last.
Alright, for my battle tactic, I'm gonna go with Do Not Waver. I gotta fight with 2 and nobody die. Not in the position to do Place of Power. Belthanos, he is gonna go ahead and activate. He's gonna go ahead and turn this terrain piece, which is within 6 inches of him, into a Place of Power / Wildwood.
Okay.
Nature Aetheric. Pick a terrain feature within 6 inches. For the rest of the battle, it gains place of power terrain ability and counts as a friendly awakened wildwood for the purpose of endless growth, walk the hidden paths, and strike and fade abilities. So we'll go with that. You're not in range for place of power, so I'll go ahead and go into casting. Alariel is going to attempt to do Tree Song. Let's put a tree down.
Nice.
6.
On a 7.
Oh, I didn't mention it, but she's obviously still doing the +1 to cast because she has nothing to heal. So on a 7. So we'll go ahead and place a tree, and I think I want to go right here. And I've got to be careful that I don't end up blocking myself off, but I should be outside of 3, I believe. Can you make sure I'm outside of 3, the center there?
Sure.
Yes, and thank you.
You need a little bit more.
Okay.
There.
And if Alariel goes where I'm hoping she goes. Pro tip, make a little base proxy for your really big dudes so you can make sure their bases fit where you want them to eventually end up. There we go. Okay. So right there looks good. Then we're going to attempt to cast the Wrathful Spirits. So that's the rend on that tree I just placed. Goes off on a 7. You'll give my people within 6 inches of it +1 rend. And then finally, Dwellers Below does nothing. I think we'll go with Alariel's spell, her War Scroll spell.
Sounds good.
And she's going to target the purple dude right here, this one.
The Hacking Crew.
Yeah. And it goes off, this is Metamorphosis, it goes off on a 7. If it goes off, I'll inflict 2d3 mortal damage. Obviously you won't be destroyed, but if you were to be destroyed, then I would immediately get to resolve the Tree Song spell.
Right.
2d3, or sorry, okay, yeah, it goes off on a 12. And I'm going to do 2d3 to you for 5
So it goes
mortal
down.
damage.
It goes down to 7.
Alright, and I'm just going to put this little pink token here so we know that that's
Wildwood.
a wildwood now. Okay, I believe that is it for my hero phase. Are you doing anything?
No, I'm not.
Okay, then we will go into movement and get right back to you.
You're live.
I'm being super aggressive. This feels really weird because this is not how I used to play in 3.0. But we'll see what happens. I want to see what they can do in combat. So I think I'm going to actually try to get all 3 of these big dudes in. And we're just going to see what happens. Anyways, I moved Belthanos here. Gave the +2 to movement to Belthanos from Durthu. And that plus a 5-inch run, he landed right there. He had plenty of movement. Alariel just moved right here, and then Durthu auto ran, so I spent a command point for that to go here. I just repositioned the Gossamids a little bit and brought the Kurnoth bows forward. That way I can hopefully shoot this dude here. And I did not move the tree res. And yeah, are you going to do a redeploy?
Yeah, I'm going to do one redeploy on my
Okay.
hacking crew here.
Sounds good.
So let's do a roll here. Oh, it's cocked again. For a 1. Woo!
Woo! That
One.
magical one redeploy.
Yeah. Let's see here, which way did I want to redeploy?
And the cogs, I did not decide to speed up time because my stuff is going to be largely outside of its wholly within 12-inch range for that reroll charges, so I just left it on the -1 to hit. Hopefully I'll be able to send Alariel back through the trees
So I'm
if
just
she
going
gets in.
to move it a little bit closer here, just make sure I'm outside of 3.
Makes sense.
So I moved him 1 inch up and 3 inches outside of Belthanos.
Okay.
Just so I can possibly either get him in combat or block a little bit of your base so you may not be able to get into combat. So.
Yeah, depending on these charges. I need a good charge on Belthanos, get him out of the way, to then get a good charge on Alariel to get her in.
Yeah.
And then I'm still deciding if Durthu's going to charge or not. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. That's cool. And that increased your momentum, right?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
He goes up 2, so he goes to a max of 3.
Okay, it means he's doing more damage?
Yes, he's doing 5 damage on his companion.
Oh, that sounds brutal.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, then we'll go ahead and get into shooting. As I said, the Bonoths are in range, and they are going to shoot this purple one here.
Okay.
They have 2 shots each, so that's going to be 12 plus the champion for 13 shots. Let me remind myself what their profile, what they're hitting and wounding on. So they are going to be 2 attacks each, 3s, rend 1, 2 damage. Is he a hero?
He is not a hero.
Thing. Okay, because they get +1 rend against heroes. They're anti-hero. Alright. So 2, 4, 6, 9, 12, 13. This will be 3s, rend 1, 2 damage each. Whew, it's a good roll so far. Okay.
2, 4,
6, 9 at rend 1.
6, 9, rend 1. He's on a 3 up, so he goes to a 4 up.
Okay.
Alright,
Ooh.
decent amount actually.
You rolled
one,
well,
2
too.
to go through.
Alright, 2 damage each.
So 2 damage each, so he
4?
takes 4 damage, so he's down to, what was he at currently?
He had taken
7.
5 mortal damage from Matt's spell.
So he's taken 9, so he's
9.
down to 3.
3.
So
Okay.
he's at 9 damage taken. Yeah, I need to get used to doing it the other way. I'm used to doing it counting upwards, not to downwards.
Yeah. And then Alariel has a 12-inch shot. So I'm sorry, how many wounds do you have left?
I have 3 wounds left.
3 wounds left. I don't know if I want to kill it because
You're
it
gonna
gets
make it a
harder
really hard charge for yourself.
for Durthu. But I think I might be okay with that.
Okay,
So Alariel's gonna shoot him as well.
sounds good.
It's just 1 shot. 2s, 3s, rend 2, 4 damage. 2. Okay. 3s. Alright, rend 2.
So he's at 5 up.
Okay.
2. So it goes through.
4 damage.
Kills him.
Alright. And then we'll go ahead and do Durthu's shots, which I believe is 5 shots, 4s, 3s, if I remember correctly. Spirit of Durthu. 5 shots, 4s, 3s, rend 1, 2 damage, and they'll go into this pig here.
Okay.
3, 4, 5. 5s. We'll re-roll that cocked one. So just 2 get through. Wait, I said 4s. Okay, so 3 get through. I don't know why I'm thinking 5s in my head. Okay, 3s.
Maybe
So
minus
2, rend 1.
2 rend 1.
Yep.
So he's a 3 up usually, so 4 up.
Okay.
Save 1, fail 1.
2 damage.
So he's down. He's taking 2 damage.
Okay. And I believe that is it for shooting.
Okay.
You don't have any shooting, so we'll go into charging. Belthanos is going to use his horn, and he's going to allow himself and Durthu to charge, even though they ran. And Alariel did not run, so she's good. And we're going to start with Durthu. Come on, I need a big number here, buddy. 6. Does that get me far enough to make space for Alariel?
Should. If you're going, are you going this direction?
Yeah, if I go that direction, yeah.
Get you right.
The base should be
Sure.
there. I think it will.
Yeah, should be.
Okay,
I get you right there.
let's go for it. Would you mind moving him that way?
Sure.
He is flying, so and they're allowed to move through their trees. Perfect. Okay, Alariel, what do we need? A 7?
I'll still check that.
8? Might be an
looks
8.
like an 8.
8. Okay. All right, Alariel. Ah. Oh, it's cocked, even though it's a 6, which is what I needed. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and re-roll that.
Okay.
So we'll drop down to 2 command points.
It's a 7.
7.
So I need an 8. Right?
Yep, I don't believe she's going to be able to make it in.
You want to try for the
Which
tree
is
guy?
Unfortunate. What about, no, because now she might actually be within 7 inches of your purple dude, but the tree and Belthanos is now on the way. So yeah, we'll go ahead and try with Durthu.
Okay.
Do I want to?
I think he needs a 10.
10?
Yes.
Let me, I got a 9 incher, or I got a 10 incher, let me check that real quick.
Sure. So I think it's just a little bit over.
Yeah, 10, okay. Well, I might as well roll it.
Sure.
Nah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that does leave me out of position, but that's okay. We'll just see what happens with Belthanos into that purple pig. I'm scared, though. Oh, wait, that's the end of my battle tactic.
You're live.
Well, that means I have cost myself my battle tactic, which is really dumb because I got greedy and shot that dude away. Honestly, as I was doing it, I forgot what my battle tactic was until I started doing charges. So, yeah, I'm just being a noob right now. And I don't, so we're positive we cannot get in. I just want to, yeah, we're positive that's a,
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Yep.
That's an 8, not a half an inch on that one. Alright, so I will not be getting my battle tactic there. Which
Do I want
is
to
fine.
countercharge? Question. Because I could countercharge my gouger into your guy there.
You got a 10-inch charge into Durthu.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
you've
doing
got,
that.
And
Definitely not doing
you can
that.
definitely kill. You can easily charge into Belthanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played this really bad, guys. I'm sorry. I'm laying down the tree, people.
It may be a 5 inch or 5.5.
That's
a 5.
embarrassing how
Almost
badly
a
I played this.
4.5. 4. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll countercharge.
I would. I mean, that seems great. I'm gonna lose Belthanos because I was greedy.
So I will charge with my gouger. I need a 5. That's a 7.
Yep.
I want to keep outside of 3 of you here because I don't want you to get your battle tactic back. So I will do that and just get on the point here if I can at least. And then I'm down to 5 control. Now for the half, does it roll round down or round up, or does it just do half overall?
No. -3. -3
Oh,
to
minus
both
3
of their
overall.
controls.
Oh,
So if they're both 5s, they're
So
now
they're
2s. So I
so
would
4.
still
Yeah, you still have it. But
have it, but that requires Belthanos living, which I don't think he's gonna live.
Yeah.
We'll see though.
And then I will move the momentum up 1 because I charged with him. So they're both
Yeah.
at 3 momentum.
Okay. All right. And then I believe that's it for that. So we'll go into combat. I am double checking to see if Belthanos, once per turn, any combat phase. I do actually have, so you charge, so you will be able to, I'm contemplating doing something here.
Is this
Pause.
during the charge phase?
No, this is,
You're live.
okay. I might be able to salvage this a little bit with Belthanos. Still gonna lose my battle tactic, but I think I have a chance to hopefully keep him alive. So what I'm gonna do, since we're in the combat now, I get to use his combat ability. Once per turn, any combat phase, Rhythm of the Chase. So I'm gonna pick this red pig, and I'm gonna roll a d3. On a 2-up, I inflict an amount of mortal damage on that target equal to the roll, and then I can remove Belthanos from the battlefield and set him up again on the battlefield within 1 inch of that pig. That's what I'm gonna do. Come on.
Sorry.
Never mind. Okay. Well, it sounded great. I was going to put him right here. I would still tag the objective, and then that purple pig would be out of combat, but that's just how it goes.
Is that it for your
Yes.
combat abilities?
Yes.
Okay, I will do mine.
Okay.
This big pig has a rampage, or the gouger has a rampage. I roll a dice. I add my momentum, which is 3. On a 5-up, I give you strike last.
Okay. It was a 6. So, of course, he gets his 5-up, but I don't get my 3-up.
So that's a strike last
Okay.
on bonus. So. Alrighty. Since that's the only combat you have, I believe I go first, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I will start with my attacks. I'm going to do an all-out attack for the Hacking crew here.
Which one is that?
This one right here.
The purple?
Purple one.
Okay.
He has 3 momentum, so he adds an extra 3 damage on one of his attacks. I will let you know when that happens.
Okay.
First one I go off on is his actual main attack. That is 4s and 3s, since I'm all out attack. 3s and 3s.
Okay. I'm all out of fencing.
And it's -1, 2 damage. Two go through at -1.
Okay. So he'll be back on his 3-up. I fail 1.
That's 2 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll move on to the Kill Chapas. These are also 3s and 3s.
Ooh.
-1.
Okay. 3-up. Got it.
Okay. Then the tusks, 5 attacks.
Okay.
4s and 2s, -2, and this is the momentum one, so 5 damage. Okay, these are 3s.
4s and 2s or 3s and 2s?
3s and 2s because of all attack.
Okay.
Because it's usually 4s and 2s, so
Okay.
down to 3s and 2s. And then 2s. Okay, so 4 at -2. Get that
Alright,
away.
so these will be 4-ups. Oh god.
So
Go
that
through.
is 15 damage.
He's dead.
Would you like me to? Okay. Yeah, these things do hit hard. It's probably the hardest hitting unit inside of the Ironjaws at the moment.
Should
When
not
you
have
get full
happened.
momentum, so.
If I was smart.
I mean, that one, yeah. You probably,
then
actually, I don't know.
When
'cause
I was,
mean,
and then I wasn't. I mean, I didn't play smart, but then I should have been able to get a 3-up, and then you wouldn't have been able to attack with that purple guy. So
with a 2-up or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. It is what it is.
All right. Any?
That's all I got. I have
end of
nothing
turn.
else.
Okay.
I'm gonna only get 1 point this turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe I used the last CP. I forgot to take that out for the all-out attack. So. Alrighty. Guess we'll move on to my turn then.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And we're live.
All right. For my turn, I'm going to do take their land. I don't have any other hero phase abilities, so I will toss it over to you for a possible spell.
I only have one command point left. I think I need to save it for all-out defense, so you're good.
Okay, well, I guess we'll move into my movement phase. Alright, my movements are done. I will move it over to you if you want to do a redeploy.
I thought about it. It's really tempting to try to redeploy Alariel. Problem is I would need a 5 or a 6 to get her back this way enough to get her both within the bodyguard of them and in range of the cogs for the -1 to hit. And I just don't have faith in my dice to give me a 5 or a 6. So I'm going to save it for an all-out defense.
Sounds good.
And pray she doesn't die here, because it's absolutely game over if she dies.
Alright, I'm going to go into my charge phase. I will call the Grunta W.A.C. That'll give me a +1 to charge. And the Gore Gruntas, they go to a D6 on their charge mortals. And they get an extra, the big pigs, they get an extra attack on their trotters, which are the ones you did not see just yet.
Yeah,
So,
I'm going to die. Okay.
so. Alright, I will begin charges. So I need to, we'll start here with the 2 ones I need to get in here. We'll start with the Tusk Boss, right here.
You got it in this thing.
Yeah. That's a 7, so he's in. Hacking Crew is always fun to deal with when it comes to terrain. We will do the actual Hacking Crew here. That's a 12, holy moly. So I'm going to move him right in here. Then I will move over to the, well actually let's do the small pigs here. Let's see here. Let's start with this one here. He needs a 7. That's a 7. Nice, some decent rolls and charges here. Oh, and actually it's an 8. I forgot to get a +1. Alright. We will then charge with this guy here. He needs a 3. So 7. He's going to get in between here. Well, woods are always fun. Let's see here. Can I do that? Can I get
You're
both?
not allowed to be on the
Yeah.
actual tree.
That's fine. That's what I'm trying to do here. Let's see. I have to get ½ inch of you, so I guess I'll just do it this way and maybe pile in this way depending on what goes where. We'll start over here with these Gore Gruntas. They need, I believe that is an 8.5, a little less than 8.5, so an 8. But let me double check on that with an actual physical one.
It's an 8.
That is an 8. Okay. So I need a 7 on the dice. That is a 4. I don't have any CP, so I cannot do that one. So I will go over to the Gore Brunches over here. They need a 9.
They can run in charge?
They can run charge?
No. Or they already
They
ran,
ran.
so no, they're good. Okay, sorry about that. They are good. Alright, that's it for my charges. I guess we'll move in, unless you have an ability, we'll move into combat phase. So I have a charge phase rampage. I will use, it's a specific one to the Grunta Stampede. It's called Eat Non de Hoof. And you just choose one, any big pig that hasn't used rampage. And on a, you check the wounds characteristic of the model in question that you're going to use it against. And if it's, you roll a d6 and you add the momentum, and if it's greater than the wounds characteristic, it kills a model. So I will roll that I'll roll a d6. I get a 4. I add the 3 momentum that I have, which I believe is more than one of those models there, so it kills a model in that unit there. Other than that, that's it for my charge phase. So I believe we can move into the combat phase.
Okay. Do you have combat abilities?
I do have a combat ability. I have the strike last that I used last turn. I can use on this guy again.
Okay.
That goes off on a 5, so I need a 2. I got a 3, so that's a 6, so it's greater, so he has strike last.
Oh, you add your momentum to it?
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It only works on a charge though.
Okay.
So if I'm not charged, I can't use it. Alrighty. That's it for my combat abilities. If you want to go ahead and use yours.
Yes, I will do the combat abilities for the Wildwoods, which I forgot to do in the last combat phase. First,
That's
we'll
good.
do this one. Basically, any enemy unit that are pick each enemy unit within the terrain features combat range. So we'll start with this dude. On a 4-up, you'll take a D3 mortal wounds. So D3 for 1.
Okay.
It's weird, that's one of the ones that doesn't use the original roll. And then this pig here,
Sounds good.
4 up, nope. And I don't know if he's in combat range. It's hard to tell because Alariel's on
I believe
top
he's
of it.
outside of 3, but I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't
he
tell
should be
either.
outside of 3.
Okay, we'll just say he's not.
Yeah.
And then Spirit of Durthu, he gets to pick an enemy monster, which I'm assuming you're a
He
monster.
is a monster.
Roll a dice. On a 3-up, subtract 1 from the attack characteristics of your melee weapons.
Okay.
Okay, so
Now, does
minus
that
1
work
to your
on
attacks.
companion or just only work on the weapons?
It says subtract 1 from the attack characteristic of the target's melee weapons for the rest of the turn.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm assuming not companion because nothing affects companion unless it says, but I don't know.
I think they said that negatives actually affect them, but not positives.
Okay.
So
I'll
I'll go for that for now.
I have no idea. And just so you know that since Durthu is within combat range of Awakened Wildwood, I get to. It's when he finally gets to attack. If he's still alive, he'll get to add 1 to hit rolls.
I believe he should be, but we'll see how that goes.
Okay. All right.
All right. Does she have a
No.
rampage or no? Okay.
Nope.
All
She
right.
will be all out fencing when it's her turn, though.
Correct. Okay. So I will start here with this guy since that one's strike last. So I will start with the Tusk boss.
Okay.
He has
On
a-
Alario?
Yes.
All right,
So
all
go ahead and do
defense.
the all defense. This one has the extra rend on his attacks because you're a monster. Okay, so that's 4 at -2.
All right, so that will be.
Oh, sorry, -2. Sorry.
Okay. So that will be on a 4-up. Fail 1.
Okay, 2 damage.
All right, she's a 6-up ward. Oh, ward them both.
Nice.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, then I will move on to the kill choppers, which is our 4s and 3s. One goes through at -1.
Okay. 3 up. Pass.
Okay. All right. These are the tusks, so it's 5 attacks.
These are the scary ones, right?
4s and 2s. Yep.
I need more of those to miss.
There's 2 of them.
That's fine.
Be mine. Yeah.
Okay.
There's 2 of them.
At minus
-2.
4s. Fail 1.
5 damage.
All right, 6s. Ward 1, take 4. She has 12 health left so far. Oh, she might live.
Yeah.
All right, anything else?
That's
it. My turn?
Mhm.
Which of the pigs has not gone that's in her? The purple one?
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm just verifying the Gothamids don't do anything in combat. Yeah, they do not. Okay, so she will go into the the purple pig.
Okay.
She is getting +1 rend because there's vengeful, whatever it's called, the old tree song is on that tree. Yeah, I'm blanking on what it's called right now. Wrathful Spirits, that's what it is. Okay, so Alariel First is going to be her Spear of Kurnoth, which is 5 attacks. It'll be 3s, 3s, rend 3, 2 damage. 4 hits. And only 1 wound.
Okay, on a
Awesome.
six up.
Okay.
Save.
And you.
Hey, this is a slapback versus my rolls.
Oh my god. I think I needed a bit more than you right now.
Yeah, I know.
Now we're going to do the Great Antlers, which is 6 attacks. This will be 4s, 2s.
Is it a companion weapon or not?
It's a companion, so I don't think it gets the additional rend.
Yeah.
So 2 rend, 4 damage each. And alright, 3 1s. Cool. 2s. Okay. 3 at rend 2.
5s. Save 1, fail 2.
4 damage each.
Okay, so 8 damage.
And then it's your go.
Let's take it 8. Alright, so the only thing that's not in combat that's not strike last is this guy, so I'm going to start there and just attack with those guys.
Yep.
7 attacks on the first one. Fours and 2s.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. 2s. Bubble 1s.
Okay.
So, yeah. So the cookie crumbles. Alright, the choppas, 4s and 3s. Three go through at -1.
Oh, I do get a save. I'll get a 6-up save.
Okay.
Gotta fail them all.
1 damage apiece.
Okay. I believe they are 2 wounds each, so 1's dead, and I've got a wound on the unit.
These are the tusks. 4s and 2s. Three go through at -2.
Go straight through?
That's 15 damage.
Okay. It's like, surely this unit is dead.
Alright. And then I will do, I forgot to do the Trotters, which is the last one. That's the thing I get that's extra for Stampede.
For on what?
On the this guy here, I forgot to do his last profile.
Okay.
Trotters, 4 attacks, so it goes to 5, 5s and 2s. So I probably miss most of these.
Oh. Okay.
So 2 go through at no rend.
Okay. 2 ups.
Sorry about that. There
Pass.
you go. Cool. Alrighty. We'll then move into the hack and crew guy here.
Okay.
Four attacks, 4s and 3s.
Is he bracketed at all?
No, they don't.
No.
The only one that brackets are the heroes.
Okay.
And 2s.
I'll be truthful here. I cannot tell any of these apart except for their colors.
No. Yes.
I have no idea who's the hero.
The guys
who's
with the
not a
masks.
hero.
The guys with the masks are the heroes.
Okay. And some dudes have riders. Oh, all dudes have riders except for one. I don't know. They all look the same to me.
-1 for the into her.
Okay. 3.
2 of them. There's 2 of them.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Failed 1. It was a 2.
2 damage.
Okay. 6s. Okay.
5 into 5. All right. And then another 4. These are 4s and 3s. One at -1.
3. Pass.
Okay. And then the tusks. These are 5 attacks. 4s. And 2s. 3 go through at -2.
4s. Fail 2.
10 damage.
Oh god. Come on, Alariel. You've got to... Or you're dead. I need a 6. I need 1 6. In theory, I should have 1 6. 2 6s. All right, she's got 2 wounds left currently, but you got more attacks?
Yes, and Trotters. These are 5 and 2s. Only one goes through. Minus nothing.
2 up.
Yes.
Okay, she stays alive at 2 wounds.
Or does she?
Do you have more attacks?
No, but this guy can move into 3 inches.
I don't know if your base can fit, but you can try. Oh yeah, within 3 inches, yes. You can redeploy enough, I think, to get within 3 inches. Okay.
Which is what I'm probably going to do, just to get her out of the way. So he's just going to move this
And
way.
then that will be game.
Yes, correct. If I kill her.
You should.
4s and 3s. Minus 1.
3 up. Fail.
It's 2 damage.
She's dead.
Okay.
And that's game. Kevin.
What? They hit hard.
All right. I feel like I've got to apologize on this one. That is probably my worst game I've ever played. I'm sorry. I definitely did not play that well. Though I do think things went badly for me.
Yeah.
I think the thing that I did the worst, I maybe did not need to fully extend like I did, though I feel like there should have been. Let me reverse this here real quick. I think it's clear what happened, hence why we're talking to you now instead of continuing to play. But we decided there's with a 7-point deficit for Sylvaneth, Alariel dead, Belthanos dead. It's game over. Yes, I could potentially score 4 and bring back Alariel on my turn. And then if she somehow magically stays alive long enough to then maybe bring back Belthanos on the round 4. That could happen, but
Yeah,
realistically,
very,
I don't see any world where I can then also get my points back because you have all your stuff still in the field.
Yeah, because I still have
And
30 wounds over here, 15 over there. Still got a bunch of guys over here with decent amount of wounds possible. So, yeah.
So, that being said, I did the trees a disservice. I definitely did not play them optimally. I probably overextended myself a little bit too much, but I don't think it was necessarily bad play. I think if I could have actually got in there like I was trying to, and I would have done a lot of damage and probably deleted a couple of pigs. And then I would have been in a very, the roles would have been reversed here. Where my big misplay was killing that pig and shooting. I shouldn't have done that. I should have left him on 3 wounds and targeted and spread some damage around so I could assure that in combat I kill some other pigs.
Yeah.
I just wasn't thinking about the charges. Granted, I had multiple chances to get charges in and I still felt that. And then I still had another chance of Belthanos just needed a 3-up to then flip himself, and then he should have, in theory, potentially survived, and it still would have been definitely a different game. But that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
It's a dice game.
It's a dice game. Yep, that's how it goes. Pigs, definitely better.
Yeah, you can see why
the
they're the
Army
best
of
unit.
Renown.
Yeah, they're the best unit in the entire Ironjaws army in general.
I was not expecting them to do as much damage as they did.
Yeah, and then with the increased movement they get from the actual regiment or the Army of Renown, it's just quite good. Adding extra movement based on the round is just really nice for doing objectives and getting in those charges. So
Yeah. So I think that there's definitely a world where people can do decent with Ironjaws. It's just I think they suffer just like in the same way that KO suffers right now, in that they don't have access to magic or priests. Like they don't have wizards or priests in the Regiment of Renown or Army of Renown, excuse me. And that with manifestations being so good right now.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna suffer. But I do think that playing the Army of Renown is probably better than going with Ironjaws right now.
Correct. I agree with you on that one.
But you gotta have enough pigs. This is a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
pigs.
the
A lot of
big
big
problem.
pigs.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
everybody, all the Ironjaw players out there have all the little pigs, the gruntas.
I have enough. I just don't have them fully painted yet. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
yours are a little mismatched, but that's okay.
That's because Cinto's Wa came and joined me today. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe that's why
yeah, that's
trees
totally what it is.
did. Maybe
It was
that's
a
why the dice weren't with the trees.
It was a gang up.
It was a gang up. It was Cinto Wa and Kevin Wa combining their powers to take down the poor trees. Maybe they needed more kindling. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
You get a rematch?
definitely, we'll be getting a rematch here soon. The trees will be rebirthed, and they will get their chance again to seek vengeance against the pigs,
or they will be trampled again.
Come on, give me something here. Give the audience something. But anyways, thank you all for watching, everybody. Make sure to stay tuned for future battle reports. I know that we will love to have Kevin back on the channel. He is painting up slaves right now, right?
Yes, I am.
So we'll be excited to get his slaves on the channel. Stay tuned for more trees, and I promise I will try to play them better. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye.